The Korean Robin Hoods with a cynical edge. Never be late. They went way too soft on the main topic. The kind of friends who take games too seriously. What it would look like if Disney made Harry Potter in Korea. A romance with a fantasy entity. A romance with a fantasy creature. A romance with a fantasy being. A romance with a fantasy monarch. Even more unrealistic than the other three. When two tsundere divas meet. Politics and family, both are complicated. Sword Art Online, but done better. Ariel in Korean. Not a K-drama, but she is an own drama. Lies can be hurtful. Lies can be destructive. He's not lying, even though he was at Hybe. In Korea, lies are often a recurring theme, and also pretty extreme. More of an on and off relationship than Rihanna and the Crank Nazi. I'm not going to make a Westermark incest joke here. Coercive love. Coercive love. Way too coercive love. This feels like it was made by Tommy Wiseau.
I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
That feels familiar. That's where I recognize it from. Game of Thrones family tree. Yujiro Hanma isekai reincarnated as a girl. Teacher falls in love with a student in a non-problematic way. Twilight, but a good version. Meets her future self, meets his past self. Back to the Future, but a romance version. A realistic sports story. An unrealistic sports story. Realistic or not, Sohye stole my heart. In someone else's body. In someone else's body. In multiple other bodies. That's why I'll never do skydiving. Romantic topic for Germans. Romantic topic for Germans. Again, good or bad, I just want to see Joy smile. The Walking Dead, but with bad pacing. If even lawyers have romance and feelings, even lawyers get into romances, even when they're unemotional. Good start, but then...
Boy, that escalated quickly.
A sasang in a romance, a sasang in a romance, a sasang in a transcendent dimensional romance. Cool story, but it's stretched out a bit too much. The most generic concept in K-dramas as the main theme. 2. Way too visual peaking, perfect-looking protagonists. 3. Way too visual peaking, perfect-looking protagonists. And it goes on the same way. I haven't seen it yet, but I want to watch it because of Ro Yoon-so. One is already crazy, the other is slowly going crazy. Everyone here is crazy. Age is just a number. Age is just a number. Aging is just an option here. Only watched it because of Yuri and Nana. Unrealistic gangster, unrealistic lawyer, unrealistic doctor. Why is this more realistic? It doesn't even try to be realistic. One must be unfaithful in order to be faithful. When you take cheerleading too seriously, lost just with music. Love with a non-human. Love with a non-human. Love with a non-human. Love with the most terrible non-human. Finally, no teen romance. Repressive stabilizers of capitalist exploiters' execution organ, but romanticized. Repressive stabilizers of capitalist exploiters' execution organ, but romanticized again. Are they kidding me? Just watched because of Nagyang. Just watched because of Solhyun. Just watched because of IU. Just watched because of Hyeri and Jisung. Just watched because of Jisoo, but hated it. I relate to Sari so much. I hate my curls too. Anyone who doesn't like this is either heartless or Andrew Tate. Neoliberal trash and fucking problematic. A great work of social critique, which is emancipatory and subversively accurate. Don't need to watch. You need to watch. Bad copy. Bad copy. From a copy to an update. Good and interesting copy. Best time travel lore ever. If an incel Neverland inherited a successful company. One Jen or So Ji Woo. No idea who I love more. Acting masterpiece. Romance masterpiece. Masterpiece of masterpieces. Masterpiece of masterpieces. Might be a masterpiece, but I hate the end because it made me cry.